John chapter 6. Sometime after Jesus crossed to the Sea of Galilee, that is the Sea of Tiberias, and a large crowd of people followed him because they saw a sign that he had performed by healing the sick. Jesus went up to the mountainside and sat down with his disciples. The Jewish Passover was near. When Jesus looked up, he saw a great crowd. Coming towards him, and he said to Philip, "Where should we buy bread for these people to eat?" He asked this only to test him, for he already had plans on what to do. Philip answered him, "It would take half of a year's wages to be able to buy enough food to have everyone have a bite." Another of his disciples, Andrew, Simon, Peter's brother, spoke up. "Here is a boy with 5 barley loaves, 2 fish, but how far will they go among so many?" Jesus said, "Have the people sit down." There was plenty of grass in the place, and they sat down. About 5,000 men were there. Jesus then took the loaves of bread and gave thanks and distributed to those who were seated, and they had much as they wanted. He did the same with the fish. When they had enough to eat, he said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over, let nothing be wasted." So they gathered them and filled 12 baskets with pieces of 5 barley loaves left over by those who had eaten. After the people saw the signs Jesus performed, they began to say, "Surely this is a prophet who is to come into the world." Jesus knew that they were intending to make him king, so he withdrew himself away to the mountains. When evening came, his disciples went down to the lake. They got into the boat and set off across the lake of Capernaum, but now it was dark and Jesus had not yet joined them. A strong wind was blowing and the waters grew rough. When they had rowed about 3 or 4 miles, they saw Jesus approaching the waters, walking, and they were frightened. But he said to them, "It is I, don't be afraid." When they were willing to take him into the boat, and immediately the boat reached the shore. Where they were heading. Next day, the crowd that had stayed on the opposite shore of the lake realized that only one boat had been there, and that Jesus had not entered it with the disciples, but that he had gone away alone. And some boats from Tiberias landed near the place where the people had eaten the bread after the Lord had given thanks. Once the crowd realized that neither Jesus nor his disciples were there, they got into the boat and went to Capernaum and searched for Jesus. When they found him on the other side of the lake, they asked him, "Rabbi, when did you get here?"